Wealth, fame, power. Gold Roger, the king of the pirates, attained this and everything else the world had to offer. And his dying words drove countless souls to the seas.
You want my treasure? You can have it. I left everything I gathered together in one place. Now you just have to find it.
The episode starts with the cruise ship sailing near a whirlpool. Sailors on the cruise ship spot a barrel floating in the sea and pull it on board. The cruise ship is suddenly attacked by cannon fire from a nearby pirate ship, which belongs to the Alvida pirate. The barrel rolls into the kitchen of the cruise ship due to the impact of the cannon fire. Alvida pirates board the cruise ship after disabling its sails and begin looting. Alvida, the pirate captain, forces her cabin boy Koby to join the raid. Meanwhile, a mysterious girl sneaks aboard the Alvida pirate ship, taking advantage of the distraction. In the kitchen, Koby and a few pirates discover a barrel and are surprised to find Luffy inside. Luffy swiftly defeats the hostile pirates in the kitchen. Koby tries to warn Luffy to escape, but Luffy goes into the pantry for some food instead. Koby asks Luffy how he ended up in the barrel. Luffy explains that he was stranded after his small boat was destroyed by a whirlpool. Koby reveals that he was captured by the Alvida pirates while on a fishing boat, and he has been forced into servitude, but dreams of escaping to join the Marines. Luffy tells Koby that he set out to sea to become the king of the pirates. Koby is skeptical of Luffy's dream, pointing out that it would mean finding the legendary treasure, the One Piece, which pirates all over the world are searching for. Luffy responds to Koby's doubts by lightly knocking him on the head. Alvida confronts Luffy and Koby in the pantry. Luffy insults Alvida by calling her chunky, which enrages her. Luffy and Koby jump out of the pantry and onto the main deck, where Luffy easily defeats many of Alvida's crew. The crew is shocked to see Luffy's stretchy body, which he explains is due to eating the gum gum fruit, a devil fruit that made his body rubber. Inspired by Luffy's courage, Koby stands up to Alvida, calling her an ugly old hag. Alvida attacks Koby with their large spike club, but Luffy blocks the attack with his head, showing that the attack is useless due to his rubber body. Luffy defeats Alvida with a single punch, sending her flying. The Marines arrive, prompting Luffy and Koby to leave on a small boat. As the small boat hits the water, they spot the mysterious girl leaving on another small boat with Alvida's treasure. Luffy and Koby arrive in Shell's town, where they discover Roronoa Zoro, a notorious pirate hunter, crucified at the Marine base. A young girl named Rika sneaks into the base to offer Zoro some rice balls. Before she can give them to Zoro, she is stopped by Helmeppo, the arrogant son of the local Marine Captain Morgan, who cruelly destroys the rice balls because they tasted bad. He orders a Marine soldier to throw Rika out. Luffy catches Rika and sneaks into the base to see Zoro. He mentions he's looking for someone to join his pirate crew, but hasn't decided if Zoro is the right fit. Zoro says he would never join. Before leaving, Zoro asks Luffy to feed him the rice balls, which Luffy does. Later in town, Rika reveals the grim reality of life in Shell's town, where Captain Morgan rules with an iron fist, killing anyone who disobeys him and allowing Helmeppo to terrorize the townspeople. In one instance, Helmeppo brings his pet wolf to the bar, letting it attack the customers. Zoro kills the pet wolf to protect the people, but Helmeppo makes a cruel deal with Zoro, 1 month of crucifixion, in exchange for sparing Rika and her mother. While in the bar, Helmeppo casually mentions that he plans to execute Zoro in 3 days, breaking the deal. This angers Luffy, who punches Helmeppo before heading back to the Marine base to set Zoro free. Luffy decides that Zoro will join his crew and goes to retrieve Zoro's confiscated sword. Meanwhile, Captain Morgan is overseeing the erection of a statue of himself on the Marine base rooftop. Luffy catapults himself onto the rooftop, accidentally destroying the statue in the process, and kidnaps Helmeppo to help locate Zoro's sword. As these events unfold, the mysterious girl who previously robbed Alvida pirate sneaks into the Marine base. In the courtyard, Koby attempts to free Zoro and informs him that he will be executed in 3 days, but Luffy wants to save him. However, they are caught by Captain Morgan, who orders his men to shoot them. Luffy jumps out of a window and arrives just in time, using his rubber body to deflect the bullet. Zoro asks Luffy who he is.
My name's Monkey D. Luffy, and I'm gonna be king of the pirates!
Luffy says he didn't know which sword belonged to Zoro, so he brought all of them. Zoro says that all 3 swords are his. He returns Zoro's swords, which Zoro uses to break free and fend off the Marines' attacks. Zoro makes a promise to Luffy. If he survives this battle, he'll join Luffy's crew. Zoro declares his ambition to become the world's greatest swordsman. The mysterious girl from previous episodes is seen searching the Marine base for a map of the Grand Line, but discovers that it has already been stolen by another pirate, Buggy the Immortal. Despite being outmatched by Luffy and Zoro, Captain Morgan orders his men to keep attacking. Luffy attacks Captain Morgan, who is wielding an axe blade in place of his right hand. Luffy easily overpowers him. While Luffy is punching Morgan in the face repeatedly, Helmeppo takes Koby hostage, threatening to shoot him, which momentarily distracts Luffy. Koby declares that he is not afraid to die, and Luffy should continue attacking. Morgan seizes this chance to strike from behind. Luffy punches Helmeppo in the face, while Zoro cuts down Morgan, preventing any harm to his new captain. The Marines recognize their captain's corruption and decide not to continue the fight. They dishonorably discharge Captain Morgan, ending his tyranny over the town. After the battle, Luffy, Zoro, and Koby are seen at a local restaurant celebrating their victory. Zoro learns that he is Luffy's first crewmate, and that they don't have a pirate ship yet, only a small boat. When Luffy mentions going to the Grand Line, Koby discourages it. He explains that the Grand Line is known as the Pirate Graveyard. Koby also mentions the world's geography, mentioning a massive continent called the Red Line, with the Grand Line, a treacherous sea running perpendicular to it. The hidden treasure of the legendary pirate Gold Roger is said to be at the end of the Grand Line. Soon, the new base commander, Ripper, confronts Luffy and Zoro. He orders Luffy and Zoro to leave town due to their pirate status, promising not to report them to Marine headquarters as a token of gratitude. Not wanting the Marines to think Koby is their ally, Luffy begins mentioning Koby's past. This prompts Koby to attack Luffy. Ripper orders Zoro and Luffy to leave town. Koby requests to join the Marines. Some of the Marines are doubtful of Koby's intentions, but Ripper allows Koby to join. Luffy and Zoro leave Shellstown while the Marines and Koby send them off. The mysterious girl also sets sail in a small boat. Luffy and Zoro are sailing aimlessly. Zoro finds it funny that Luffy has no navigational skills even though he wants to become the king of the pirates. Zoro explains that he left out to sea because he is searching for a man, but now he can't find his home, so he captured pirates for a living. Luffy jokes that he's just lost. The boat shakes and Luffy's straw hat accidentally flies away with the wind. Zoro is able to grab the straw hat. We get a flashback to 7-year-old Luffy at a bar with his idol red-haired Shanks, a pirate whose crew has made Windmill Village their base. Luffy dreams of joining Shanks on his voyage, but Shanks playfully refuses, saying Luffy is too young. Some mountain bandits led by Higuma enter the bar to demand drink. Shanks offers their last bottle of rum, but Higuma insults him and leaves. Shanks laughs it off, but Luffy is upset to see his hero disrespected. Luffy begins eating a fruit he sees on the bar counter out of frustration. Shanks notices and tells Luffy to spit it out because he just ate the Gum Gum Devil Fruit, which gives Luffy a rubber body but takes away his ability to swim. The next day, Luffy is telling Higuma to apologize, but instead the bandit attacks him. Makino fetches the mayor, but the bandits prepare to kill Luffy. Shanks and his crew arrive just in time. Shanks' crew, including Ben Beckman and Lucky Rouge, easily take down the bandit. Higuma, realizing that he's outmatched, grabs Luffy and escapes to the ocean, throwing him in to drown. A Sea King appears and devours Higuma, and turns its attention to Luffy. Shanks arrives just in time to save Luffy and scares off the Sea King with just a glare. Luffy is seen crying because Shanks loses his arm in the process. Soon after, the red-haired pirates prepare to leave Windmill Village. Luffy declares that he will become the Pirate King and surpass Shanks. Moved by Luffy's determination, Shanks gives Luffy his prized straw hat, telling him to return it when he's become a great pirate. The red-haired pirates sail off, leaving Luffy with a dream and a hat.